Hello everyone and welcome into yet another live stream, and I need a second. Alright. So it should be working any second now. And there we go. Any second now. Go. Okay. Festive. Medicine again. But this time we finally finished the organization at cellular level, which means no more cells. Yes. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Finally, no more cells, which means we can go for the tissues. We are done. Well, hi, David. Hi, David. Hi. Thanks for checking in. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? Oh my goodness. I haven't had for such a long time. That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Thank you for checking in. Really, thank you. Let me just also on vacation, spending time with family. That is great. That is fantastic. Oh yeah. I am so glad you went. Yeah, that is. I am so glad you're spending time with family. I mean, last time we talked, you just mentioned how Florida's expensive. What kind of music shall I play? The Fat Rat. Good enough. There we go. Oh yeah, it's the same thing. Well, that is great. There's nothing much happened here. I don't know what to. I'm not really that great with sort of reunions because I always have nothing to say. I don't do anything exciting. Yeah. But I am glad that you're having fun. Anyway, now back to the boring stuff. Not quite boring, it's tissues. It's pretty boring. So, here's the thing. Doctor, now I've seen the streams of biology journal. Yeah, I am swimming. Well, here's the thing. This is the it's not really paper. It's just something that I'm writing. It's the space, life, and time. But recently, I just thought that it would be fun if I also did the medicine. If I added the medicine to the space, life, and time, and I had to start with. But it was really boring. Right now, we're getting into the interesting bits, though, because it turns out that online there are just books for everything. You can just go online and there are just books for every single thing you'd like to learn for free. It's ridiculous. LiveText. It's a great thing. Would recommend. Yeah. So, tissues. Now, we have had done and did when. Yes. Give me a second. You really like spooked me, honestly, David. I was just joining in, expecting you to be another boring shit, and you just join in. So, when it comes to levels of organization, we have the chemical levels, which we don't care about. Then we have cells, then we have tissues, and then we have organ systems, organisms. Right now, we're on tissues, which is exciting because with tissues, we can actually see how the body works, kind of, not really. It's always interesting. It is. It is also the most well-behaved science field of all. It's just so well-behaved. It's ridiculous. In quantum mechanics, you have crazy notational things, and people used way more complex words than they need to for fun. In chemistry, there are no real rules because, in chemistry, there are too many edge cases. The rules just basically don't apply, even though they exist. In biology, there's just too many things, and in medicine, everything makes sense. It's just so well behaved. I love that. It's kind of weird that it took me such a long time in order to finally get into medicine. Alright, tissues in human body. Human body has many levels of structure and organization, as I already mentioned. We mostly care about cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, organisms. Simplest level is the chemical level, which I mentioned we don't care about, which includes tiny building blocks such as atoms, yes. Then we have the cells. It's kind of funny because when I started writing this, I had no idea about this structural organization thing, but turns out I didn't make it, pun intended. Only I came up with the same idea without knowing that it already exists. So in medicine, it's called levels of organizations. I just called it abstractions. And cell abstraction for me is 1, which is where life actually happens. Then we have the organs and organ systems grouped together for abstraction 2, or medicine. That have a common function. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we already also mentioned tissues somewhere. Yes, we did. For basic tissue, we also mentioned those. Organs made of tissues. An organ is a structure that is composed of at least 2 or more tissue types and performs a specific set of functions for the body. Didn't we also define organs? We did. Yes. Okay, so there we go. First subchapter as a speed run right there. That was quick. Characteristics of epithelial tissue. If I am not mistaken, I do believe it is the tissue which is responsible for kind of covering stuff, so I didn't just that to kind of cover. Yeah, cover. That's my I don't know how to. That's what I think at least it is. Epithelium, a membranous tissue composed of 1 or more layers of cells that form the covering of most internal and external surfaces of the body and its organs. Yes, so basically a cover. A thing about a degree in nursing, I want to be efficient as a assistant. That is neat. As I mentioned, medicine is like the most well-behaved science, so I would really recommend. In theory, there's a lot of things to remember, because obviously there is like medicine is famous for having millions of things to remember, but in reality, most of the terms are derived, which is such a lovely thing to realize. For example, you have the meninges, which is kind of cover on the brain. It's a thing responsible for covering the brain. I am not good at explaining medical stuff, am I? Well, I haven't even gotten there yet. And itis, as Ali mentioned a couple of before streams, itis not usually, always stands for inflammation. So meningitis is the inflammation of that thing. So in theory, there's like thousands of words to remember, but in reality, there's tens from which the rest is derived. So gastritis, then there will be inflammation of the stomach. Yeah. Avascular, lacking blood vessels, vascular, containing blood. Yeah, that's another good example. So we have vascular with containing blood vessels, avascular, which means you just add the A and yeah, okay. Functions of the epithelium. Epithelia, I am always scared of pronouncing stuff. Tissue forms boundaries between different environments, and nearly all substances must pass through the epithelium. In its role as an interface tissue, epithelium accomplishes many functions, including protection for the underlying tissues from radiation, desiccation, toxins, and physical trauma. I should note that down. So before we go to regional anatomy or others, we'll have tissues. Finally, medicine, lovely. So first we shall start with epithelium. I know it'll keep on haunting me. Translator. English. Perfect. Oh wait, no, this one doesn't have this function. English.
Epithelium.
Okay, so right, so that was correct. Forms boundary between different environments, and nearly all substances must pass through the epithelium. In its role as an interface tissue, let's just note them down as what they do. Protection for the underlying tissues. For example, radiation, desiccation. What's wrong with me? Just note this down. and physical trauma. Absorption of substances in the digestive tract lining with distinct modifications, regulation and excretion of chemicals between the underlying tissues of the body cavity, the secretion of hormones into the blood vascular system, the secretion of sweat, mucus, enzymes, and other products that are delivered by ducts come from the glandular epithelium, the detection of sensation. I feel like we should first read on and then come back to this, because then it will be easy to understand, easy to note down. Characteristics of epithelial layers. Tissue is composed of cells laid out in sheets with... Music is, by the way, so quiet you can't hear it. Yeah, okay. There we go, that's better. So, strong cell-to-cell attachment. These protein connections hold the cells together to form a tightly connected layer that is avascular, but innervated in nature. Innervated. That would be... Oh boy. With nerves. Uninverted would be without nerves. Too many prefixes. First, useful terms. I do have a separate chapter just for terms, but I'll note them here. Useful terms. Types of tissues. Over here we'll have vascular. Having blood vessels, right? Containing. Okay. Having blood vessels. I'm a simple lad. Having some complex containing blood vessels. Contrast to avascular. I yeah, no, we're not doing biology make it anymore. Yeah, biology really screwed me up. They really reel you in with the first chapter, just to then backhand slap you away with the second and third. With the fourth one, I'm hoping they'll reel me back in a bit, because oh my goodness, biology was a pain. So, protein connections hold cells, protect, by the way. Together performs, yeah. Are avascular. But innervated. The uteruses are nourished by substances diffusing from blood vessels in the underlying connective tissue. One side of the epithelial cell is oriented towards the surface of the tissue, body cavity or external environment, and the other surface is joined to a basement membrane. So even though they are avascular, they're like a parasite, but a protective parasite. So that's nice. Okay. The basement layer is non-cellular in nature and helps to cement the epithelial tissue to the underlying structures. Oh, basement layer, I'm sorry. And one side is oriented to the surface of the tissue, body cavity or external environment, and the other surface is joined to a basement membrane. Basement layer is non-cellular in nature and helps to cement the epithelial tissue to the underlying structures. Types of epithelial tissue. We have different types of them too. Obviously, there are different subtypes. Make it up too simple. Oh, there are so many. I was not expecting such a division. So it's just types, subtypes, and we'll have, oh boy, that's a lot. We have simple squamous epithelium. We have simple cuboidal Cubo... Epithelium. So many. Stratified. Alright, so columnar means like column like. Okay, yeah, I think I can remember that. Stratified would be... Oh, stratified would be... like... I don't know, not cubic. You have a cubic one, you have... Stratified squamous. Right, cuboidal epithelium. A stratified columna. Wait, stratified cuboidal? Oh, that don't make much sense, does it? Then, what is stratified? Oh, stratified means offset then. No, it doesn't. I should stop guessing. Columna. I managed to misspell every single word. And transitional. That's a lot of sublists there. Get out of here. I was letting you know I was safe and didn't forget about you. I did not forget about you either, David. Good luck. Please be safe indeed. I missed. Please be safe. Bye, David. Have fun. I'll be here and I'll just keep on listing 7 million different types of tissues. I don't know if locations are useful to note down here, because we will note them down in we will note it down at some point, right? We'll be talking about all the systems, all the different kinds of systems. So, but function would be useful. So we have the simple, which is secretes lubricating substances, and also allows passage by diffusion and filtration. Festive. We have a simple cuboidal, which just secretes, absorbs. We have columnar. Is it in English? Wait. Is that misspelled? I shouldn't Google on stream. I shouldn't Google a single thing about medicine on stream because I don't want to get banned. And I'm pretty certain I'm not a large enough channel to actually justify this as a, you know, to justify this as a scientific stream. Secretes mucus. Mucus with an O is defined as just secreting mucus. This with an O is just defined as secreting mucus with a U. Alright, let's keep on nesting then. Excrete mucus once again. The tissue moves mucus. Alright, function's a function. Protects against abrasion, very simple one. Protective tissue, simple. He secrete, he attack. But mostly he secrete, he protect. Allows the urinary organs to expand and stretch. That is a very specific function. Cool. All right. Medication, circulation, chemicals. Okay, so the basic idea is just it filters. It filters stuff and the secretion. Yeah. Protects from radiation, that's an interesting one. Then we have the I thought that was the types. Oh, that was just the introduction to types. For principal cell shapes associated with epithelial cells, squamous epithelium, cuboidal, and columnar. Oh, shift tab works. Oh, I had no idea it worked actually. No, LB. There we go. These subtypes are, well, types, but no, subtype, that doesn't matter, are created from three principal cell shapes and three principal ring types. There we go. We have squamous, cuboidal, which was not cuboidal, columnar. Columnar makes sense. That's the easiest one. And layering types. Simple, which is pretty simple. No? Ah, okay. It's having a mental breakdown. Pseudostratified. Such a spectrum of simplicity to stratification. So pseudostratified epithelium possesses defined hair-like extensions called cilia. Oh, I remember cilia. An insular glands called goblet cells. That's good mucus. The epithelium is described as ciliated pseudostratified epithelium. Alright, so has fine hair like has cilia. That's it. We already defined that. And unicellular glands has unicellular glands called goblet cells that secrete mucus. Now over here it's without the O, yeah. Epithelium is described as ciliate pseudostratified epithelium. See, I think we can get that from the has cilia, so it's ciliate, it makes sense. Then we have the stratified, not pseudo, only full-on stratified. Differs from simple epithelium, that is in that it is multi-layered. Minings have to withstand mechanical or chemical insult. So it's multi-layered. Is found where body linings have to withstand mechanical or chemical insult. Makes sense. Alright. And simple. No, there's nothing about simple. You have keratinized. The most apical layers exterior of cells are dead and contain a tough resistant protein called keratin. An example of this is found in mammalian skin that makes the epithelium waterproof. Give me a second, let me just Okay, listen, I know it was a short stream. Yeah, it's ending. I'm sorry. I really am. I have to go. So, for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!